Thanks for stopping by. I'm Trudie Mason. Are you getting ready for the holidays? Like a lot of crafters, I'm always getting ready for the holidays, and today I have two great and easy projects for you to decorate your home with. A couple of ornaments made from fabric, a form of fabric origami. One of them ends up resembling a flower shape. Isn't that pretty in those colors? And the other one is more geometric in its shape. That one also has a no-sew version. Let's get started. Both of these projects start with 8-inch circles of fabric. And here I've chosen two high contrast fabrics for the circle that will form the flower. What you do is flip your fabrics right sides together, sew a 1/4-inch seam all the way around the edge. You end up with something that looks like that. Then you take your snips and you go around just snipping every 1/2 inch or so. That'll help your seam be a little bit flatter when you turn this inside out. How do you do that? Well, you cut a hole on the side that you want to be most prominent, that you want to form the petals of your flower. So I chose this lighter side to be the petals of the flower, and I just used the points of my snippers to lift just that one layer of fabric and cut about 1.5 inches. That will be enough for me to turn this inside out. And it takes a little time, don't worry. You can always end up smoothing the seams with a needle, a blunt knitting needle is what I usually use, or you can also use something like a chopstick. This is what you end up with after you hit it with the iron for a little bit of smoothness, and now you start your origami folding to fold your petals. That slit, move it a little bit off center. We're going to be doing registration pressing on the halfway mark and then the 1/4 mark. So we folded that in quarters, and we're just going to hit that lightly with the iron to get registration marks for us, to guide us. And what you do now is bring 2 of those marks together, and with a needle and thread, just take a couple of stitches at the very edge to bind those together. It just takes maybe 2 or 3 stitches. Then the other registration marks, the other 1/4 marks, bring those up to the center like that, and take 2 or 3 stitches to secure them. This will hold the ornament together in the center. So I put 2 stitches in through there. I'm going to knot that, but I'm not going to cut my thread because I'm going to use it to attach my buttons. So now you can see the petals starting to form, and all you do is flatten the edges of the petals, flip the tip over toward the back, flatten the petals, flip the tip over toward the back, all the way around. Same procedure. And you'll see that the back of the ornament has naturally formed a square as soon as you started with the flattening. And the final one, and there you have it. A little bit of fussing to shape the petals. When you've got them the way you like them, the only thing left to do is to add a button right down the center, and you can use your needle and thread to sew it right there. One of the things that I do like to do is also put a button on the back side, and that way the ornaments look pretty from both sides. The other ornament is fashioned from fabric that is just one layer. So here we have this. We have to make a registration mark at the halfway mark. That'll guide our folding. You've placed this wrong side up. We're starting wrong side up. Unfold and then start your folding. Bring the bottom to the center. Make a note of where the center is. You can even mark it with a little pencil if you want. It won't show. See this little tip here? Bring that to the center and give that a little bit of a press. And then you rotate. There's that point, the newly formed point. Bring it to the center. Rotate. There's the newly formed point. Bring that to the center. You can see the ornament taking shape already. Two more. Here's the first one. And the final one is already shaped into that point for you to bring to the center. And all that remains is to make it a little bit more substantial to hang on your tree. And for that, I just picked up a piece of box board. I put my ornament down on it and traced around it and then cut out the shape. And then I also cut out the middle because I'm going to sew buttons on here and I don't want to have to push my needle through cardboard. So I position that inside the ornament, refold along those lines, and I'm ready to add a decorative button. And here too, you can add one on the back side as well. This is a very fun project to do with kids. Teach them how to sew on buttons. I hope you enjoy, and happy holidays.
Value never looks so good.